Even Hyderabad, yes. But if I travel to Kerala, my village is still a remote village. When I was in 7th grade, I started a stationery and footwear shop, in which I had shutter, the old wooden plank. Even now, 1 to 13, the number which I wrote those days are still there. The village has not changed. Electricity came when I was doing my MSc. Telephones when I was doing my PhD. So in my childhood, I learned in Karasan Dam. So it's such a village, even now. Electricity, once a rain comes, finished. It's called a Naduvil. Naduvil means center, because all around is hill. I stay very close to the Kurg, the forest, the Western Ghat ending. I am from a remote village. So,
that's amazing for you to do all this coming from a village.
You see, there is a great Shiva chanting. Naranayini Jerichu Bhumil Naragavaridi Naduvil Nyan. I thought Naduvil means the place name. We are praying Shiva. In this Naraka, in this hell, I took birth. The place called Naduvil. When I was being asked to chant this, I thought it is about that. And if somebody is in some other village, you will be chanting Naragavaridi Payanur or maybe Cochin. They will be changing. That's what I thought. So I was fully devoted singing Naragavaridi Naduvil Nyan. The next line is Oh God, please save me from this Naraka and put me in some better place. So God was very kind. After 10th, there is no college in my place. So I was transferred. 78, I shifted to my brother's place. That's only where my brother was a professor, a zoology professor. So,
but he also
studied.
Yeah.
My brother was the first postgraduate in that whole village, or maybe 3-4 villages together was mine. He got for MBBS. He said, no, teaching is good profession. My father did not have that knowledge to send him to college, so he used to give money or all that crop products, what he cashed products to one shop and say the shop fellow should pay money to college, because you don't even know. In my childhood also, we go only once in a month to the town to purchase. I never had footwear up to 10th grade. It's a very different world. That's why my children, they come for camp. I've got a socializing activity. I'll ask them to go around the village and then talk to people. And I say, whoever gives you something to eat, don't say no. Because it's part of the custom. If somebody gives you food, you should eat. If you don't eat, it is disrespect. Right? And everybody will talk to you. There are children who come to my village in the whole life, they have only 20 friends. When they come to the village and go, they have 200. Right? They make relations. That's what I know. So I shifted from there to Payanur, then to Cochin, then to Bangalore, then to Hyderabad.
My dad grew up reading in Petromac's lab and all that, but he was 7. So it's a big difference from that generation to your generation.
No, generation is 20 years. One generation is 20 years.
For
20 years makes a lot of
you
difference.
didn't have electricity.
Yeah.
You were much younger than my dad was.
No, but North Kerala is never bothered by anyone, because that is supposed to be like an end of the world. After that, we don't. We have to go to Mangalore. Even today, the nearest medical college is Mangalore. So good.
You were talking about Hanuman listening, so I saw the cover. There is a Hanuman on the Raja.
That is what he is hiding. Hanuman's advantage is he can become small and big.
Yeah.
So he is there on the top.
And secondly, sir, when you said Aarti, I had this question, why do we do Aarti? What is the significance of doing Aarti?
Agni is considered as sun. Right? For anyone who is doing puja, prayer, Agni is supposed to be the god himself. Agnir Devo Dijadina Munina Murdidevatam Vigraham Sulpa Buddhinam Sarvatra Viditatmanam. Agni is the god. So you are making the god itself to go around the statue. The statue doesn't have any energy. It is you who is creating energy to the sun.
There are a lot of contradictions though between the practice of Hinduism and the learnings and teachings of this God is within you, the Atma.
That is because what is government? Is government the Prime Minister? Is the government the minister? Is the government the bureaucrats? Government is a system which exists in all of them, right? Got it? So the concept of God in Hinduism is like a government in our structure. You cannot show the government. But is it there? Yes. Where is it? It's in all. So how do you show somebody when you see the Prime Minister, you say he's the government? So locally it changes. Who is a government for us? The Member of Parliament is government for us. The MLA is government for us. So locally they have a different structure. Therefore system, custom, there is two things. One is Anushtan and the another one is Achara. Anushtanam is permanent, common, no change, everybody does the same because that is what Shastra says. When it comes to implementation, it is Achara. Achara is what you practice that can change.
And there's no right or wrong.
Nothing. You can offer yellow rice, you can offer jaggery payasam, porridge, or you can have also semia. Which textbook says you can offer semia payasam? Semia itself is a new item. We never had, right? Correct?
That's why some people don't do it.
That is what I am saying. Who says this can be given? Kerala, if you give this as a prasadam, they will not accept. We never consider this as prasadam. But this is a prasadam in Karnataka. You go to northeast, you will see a lot of fish also is given. Goat is given. Chicken is given in some places as prasadam. Toddy is given as prasadam. Fish is given. So different places it is different. You can have jalebi, you can have laddu. Why? Then if you can have all these, you can also have pizza, cutlet. Why not?
Yeah.
Bhattakanappa, right?
Yeah. I think according to the situation, you should change. In America, when you have temple, you should have pizza prasadam. Acharam can be anything.
Because the biggest question people compare with Christianity is the idol worship.
See, that is why it's called Sankalpa. People don't understand what is Sankalpa, the concept. They also have idol. Don't they have Christ? They don't have cross. They have everything. Yesterday also I mentioned that same thing, saying that every religion has same, but only we are the oldest. And we started praying the core, which is sun. Right? I did not name Muslim, but I meant maybe if we have sun as the god, but in the hottest place, if you tell sun is the god, what horrible god is this? That will be the feeling. Therefore, in Gulf where sun is more active, they cannot pray sun. Therefore, I took moon.
Schooling.
But that is anyway a reflection of sun only. If you can realize that, every religion remains same. If you don't realize, it becomes a big problem. That's what the difference is. We must realize every religion is same. They have their own choice. But only one problem we had, and where the conflict is, yesterday also I mentioned, you are talking about percentage of how many people are there. No? Indian Hinduism is one where we cannot have somebody added to Hinduism.
We don't convert.
We can't convert. But there are shortcuts and backdrops like Jainism, Arya Samajam can convert into Jainism, Jainism can get into Hinduism, Buddhism also is accepted in Hinduism, right? Otherwise, in Hinduism gets diluted when one Hindu marries a Christian. The children are Christians but not Hindus.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, that is because Hinduism believe both parents have to be Hindus, then only you become Hindu.
At least the male father.
No,
that
don't
is
even
wrong.
go there.
That's what they believe. But
I don't believe in, like, the child belongs to father's religion or the father's.
No, but they say Gotra is that. My point is not that. My point is, I think every religion has got flaws. I think so. If we are not searching to convert, we can always, just because if you search and you convert to a different religion, you're going to go find.
Have you heard about Baha'i? Baha'i don't believe in it. My brother was learning about it. I remember when I was in my schools, my brother used to get free all the material they get to teach. And he said, I am a Baha'i. I never knew what is this Baha'i. Only when they have only one big temple in India, the Lotus Temple. Beautiful. It's one of the place of attraction for tourism, right? Anybody can start. Ramakrishna Mutt wanted to themselves become a different religion. Because you will see in Ramakrishna Mutt not O. You will see all symbols kept there. So they wanted a different one. He said, no, we don't want. I don't know whether Vivekananda was alive, he will allow. Because Vivekananda was a core Hindu. Right? But his own ashram later wanted to become independent. That is because of a different reason. Because you get land, a lot of minority reservations. We have a lot of people in our own office in Hyderabad who got converted but still they go to temple and pray. By faith they are Hindu, but for reservation they become different.
Yeah.
There is a Baha'i temple in Chicago too. Very beautiful temple.
See, it's 2.5% of your earnings have to be given to the mosque for Muslims. It is somewhere between 2.5 to 5% for Christians.
10%.
10%, yeah. Now imagine if that is one of the situation for Hindus, we would have been the richest. Right?
Yeah.
Here, yesterday also I said, here you can take birth as Hindu, you can die and the rituals will be done as Hindu, but you need not live as a Hindu. Don't even have to go once to temple. But I am sure at the end when the rituals comes, correct? Samskaram is done. Samskaram is culture. You will be cultured before going to heaven. You need a culturing process because your life is not that culture. But all other religion insist that you have to live like rules, no? But I don't know.
They have to attend the
In Europe, most of the churches are converted into bars. They have been rented out to clubs. Many Indian ashrams are using those churches on rent to talk about Hinduism and then people are learning. I think a lot of people are really Hindus and they wanted to become Hindu but they are not converting. That's it, because there is no process. If we started a massive process of converting people into Hinduism, I think easily Hinduism can become one of the
This is a great idea to start a business or something too.
It's not going to be a business, but it's a movement for sure. That's the only drawback in Christianity for me. If you go to church 2 times, the 3rd time, they will automatically announce your name and ask you to convert or they just at least have a talk with you.
Or if you are very close friends.
But you understand, most of
they
them
will come and
do
tell
good
you,
service.
"Well, you should be a Christian."
I-
See, we should not. I am from Kerala, and largest number of
Right.
schools are run by Christians. They are all high standard. No Hindus
I agree.
are able to run such. I go to, maybe I must have gone to thousands of schools and colleges.
I studied.
Whenever you go to a Christian institution, the reception, the way they deal with you, the service which they do are fantastic. Whereas if the authority happened to be a Hindu, negligence.
No, Christianity also is a very community-based religion, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
they
they help
don't
each
do
other.
any community-based.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We just
See,
do temple
it should come from people. No? At least a good gathering, good satsang.
No, they
Help each other.
they're
See, assume
promoting
somebody is landing in this place, a Hindu. I am sure there is nobody to help them to settle or find a place. But if it is a Christian, I am 100% sure there will be a lot of people helping them.
Or if you
Yeah,
have
if
grief,
they don't
they
find
just
it.
jump in. You know,
Yeah.
if you had somebody died, you are going through something, you have grief, the whole church will come together and they jump in. That's all amazing in Christianity.
And
If they
medicine.
don't find help, they definitely just go to church and ask. If you are lost, here there is
Just nothing.
nowhere
We
to go.
do nothing. I mean, we are trying even in Columbus, at least amongst the Hindus, to start something.
I think there are lot of resources, lot of people, lot of good. I told amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anoshadam, ayogya purusho nasti, yojagaha tatra durlabhaha. Management is what? It is not amandram aksharam nasti. There is no letter which is not used in mantras. But same letter can be used for making bad words also. Nasti moolam anoshadi. Every root is good. Every people are potential, but there has to be somebody who will coordinate them and put them together. Yojagaha tatra durlabhaha. Joining people, putting them together is lacking. That's it. Everywhere it is. That can be done, can do wonders. There's nothing wrong having different associations, different groups and all that. But there has to be a coordination. Well, I'm sure it can do that. Yesterday at Signature Academy we saw the same teacher who the other day we met. I gifted a book, right?
Right.
She was there in Signature Academy.
Is that right?
She was so thrilled. She started sending messages to him. She is sponsoring somebody in Nepal to study.
What's her name?
What's her
Her name is Kathy.
See, there are a lot of people who are doing good service. And she has never seen that girl. She was telling she must be no graduation done. Once I have to go and
So
then
before
meet them.
graduation is done, I have to go.
Yeah, I have to go and see. See, there are a lot of people gets. Why? Because Northeast and Nepal, most of them are getting converted into Christianity. That child who is sponsored definitely will get associated with the Christians. No? Correct?
Then I studied in Roman Catholic mission, RCM school, and we used to have the tribals used to come and study because the Christian missionaries adopt them, bring them to the school and put them in the hostel, and they used to study with us. And when I look back, I used to envy them. They have all like nice foreign bags and tools and everything else. And now I look back and that's what it was,
Now you come to India, all of them have foreign bags because you are using a different bag. Anybody else using another bag is a foreign bag.
At that time, it was now it's all mixed. Now every country is a
Whenever I go to lectures, I say most of the BTechs in India are Gandhi followers. Because Gandhi once had to quit India. All of them started quitting.
It's okay, they're still doing a service though, because the job situation, it's just,
But it's good, nice. A lot of people have to be in America so that India becomes rich.
yeah. That's how the foreign funds are coming, right?
See, a lot of foreigners came and then invaded India. It is like the sun rays taking water from the sea. Right?
True.
It comes back to
To water again.
the water again. It's like that. So whoever goes from India, settles anywhere in the world, makes a lot of money, it's good. Again, it comes back to India. The richness of India is that. We believe in that system.
And it also creates the job opportunity.
സൂര്യോഗ്രരശ്മികൾ ആഴിയോട് എന്തെടുക്കാൻ വാട്ട് and how much water the sun can take from the sea. Where it can go, it cannot go anywhere. It has to come down again. Right? It's a
No,
nice.
we don't believe in holding and putting discipline and saying this is.
It's a nice system. That is why we are living.
We gave a lot of freedom. in
See,
that.
if you don't give freedom, this system will not be like
It
this.
won't have survived.
Most of them lost.
Yeah.
See, you will see lot of strict Saudi Arabia people with parda and all that. As soon as they get out from that
They go
airport,
to
when they finished, you will see them all in different.
But it's changing though now. India with
That's-
all those RSS and all
See,
that, it's changing.
these are all small changes which we don't have to. Why such news are coming? Because we don't have a great tragedy. When there are small problems in news, that is very good. There has to be small problems in this world. There are no small newses which are troublesome newses not coming. I am sure that news will not be there in your news if there is a great tragedy in India, right? So it's nice. Small problems are always there. There has to be small problems. Otherwise, we won't even know that such people exist in the world.
Otherwise, people don't come to temples.
So guys, I should be thankful.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. This was awesome. I only hope we can continue. This is-
I think next weekend will be difficult, right? Because it's
He's
Thanksgiving.
traveling.
Thanksgiving also.
Traveling.
He's leaving on 24th, right?
Oh, 24th.
So
Tuesday
he
we
needs
have
to-
SathSang at
Yeah.
Vijay's place.
Vijay's place.
Oh,
That is evening 7 o'clock.
okay.
Are you in the list?
Yeah.
Must you?
At least you can add that in the WhatsApp group and then confirm it so that Vijay's wife will be happy. Otherwise, always a problem, I think. For us. I was telling her it's difficult actually to, when you call somebody for dinner, specifically if number is not there, it's difficult.
Are you there?
No, I'm not on the list.
I forget your name.
Maybe you can send your name once there, so that I will also have a lot of people without names. Introduce yourself in the
Just
group,
check
you know.
if you got it.
You could add your number, send a WhatsApp to anyone.
There's quite a few people, 25 people.
Yeah, it's a good number, no?
I'm there. You there?
Yeah.
That would be technically last class. But it won't be Gita, something we just talk about.
That's what he wanted, but you could ask.
I mean, general discussion on
Anything.
Hinduism is a good idea for me right now. Because when our kids ask these questions, it's hard to explain to them.
In my that holiday program, you will see Ayusha and some other children will ask a lot of questions and we have clarifications. I have a lot of children, 20, average 20, nearly 72 satsangs in 2 years, 2.5 years. It's a great gather.
My dad used to be when traveling by train or anything and meet all these Christians, so he'd be literally challenged on idol worship. So my dad's answer, he'd always say, when you close your eyes and pray, what do you think of? And if they see the cross, he says, that's what we are doing. We are not doing anything different. So,
I remember one, when I was in college, somebody came, conversion people will come, some leaflets and all that. I was almost 1 or 2 people, the rest of the people left during holidays. So I took them inside and then closed the room and said, convert me, then only go out to try.
This afternoon, we have a lecture at
Yeah, library we have.
Library.
4 o'clock.
Is there a lot of people that have RSVP or?
What is the title?
Reading a butterfly.
Do you think?
This afternoon, Saturday. Okay. Sunday is when I struggle. Today.
At the library.
4 o'clock.
So Raju is
Is there a room?
there's no RSVP or something which was sent. Mailers were sent to HSSI
Okay.
mailing group.
I think HSSA all of us must have got, no? Today.
Yeah.
I got no one.
Right. But are there other people for the open to the public also?
Yeah, it's open to the public. We have put on
Flyers.
flyers in the library already.
Library and the Cummins office also, no?
Okay.
But I don't know, these days people don't read notice boards.
Right.
People don't read even the WhatsApp message. They don't even download if it is a,
Yeah.
no.
And also
Japan-
Saturday afternoon, right, sometimes?
It's at the red room. I have it here. It says UUCCI.
It was UUCCI?
I think it was announced during UUCCI.
They also announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They announced in the church that, no?
It will be there.
It will be there next.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much.
How many people remember?
Good, all of each.
It was fun. I enjoyed all the Saturdays.
I never expected Dheeraj and all will attend. No?
I am actually surprised to see more younger
Yeah.
than older.
He is anyway, he decided to learn.
Curious, Sham.
Correct? Huh? You decided to learn. Decided to learn. Because he is around. PhD is over. PhD is over. So now you want.
That's good when the student is ready, master appears.
No, see, it's always.
You started living Gita.
And she was almost regular. You were anyway good question. Good. You made it more lively. Now when I look back, when I edit, I will go through all this once again. Word by word I edit. All that. So after that when I read, I started cutting it into pieces. I took it for granted it is understood. No? See, that's what I was remembering explaining. Utsava. Ulsava. Both are correct. So while reading sometime, I must have read from some other text is something different. You will see some difference. Because that's how it comes. Ulsaham. Utsaham. Both are correct.
But sometimes a small change makes a whole huge change in
Huge change in the meaning.
So when we read shlokas also, it's
See,
very
prameya,
important
aprameya. The aprameya will be only a F in the symbol.
Mm.
But you have to read the aprameyasya. If you don't read aprameyasya, the fa is not there. If prameyasya you read, entirely it becomes different. No?
What I realize is, even reading whatever book that we all have, unless somebody interprets it and connects the dot, it is difficult to make sense of it. By itself, it doesn't.
No, I never heard from I never learned Bhagavad Gita from anyone in my life. I only had discussions with my gurus, whomever I used to ask questions.
Yes.
To ask question, you have to prepare a lot.
Right.
So that I used to do. And I had Chinmaya and Yati. Shankara Bhashyam, Chinmaya, Yati. Yati was a beautiful self-learning. That's a book which I have. That's how I started. But you all helped me to learn. I start looking at it
and
again.
Gita learning is not learning shlokas.
No.
It's the learning
It's the
of how
philosophy.
it affects. Yes.
It's a philosophy.
And if that is not explained,
Explained,
and
it's a
people
stupid
can't
thing.
ask questions. Just even listening to a tape,
It is not.
it's not the same.
See, that
That is what I
meaning
feel.
word by word English or no comprehension or in any language you will see hundreds. But when it gets, as you said, it's related to life, the philosophy of life, take day-to-day affair, then it becomes.
That's why, for me, even if all these YouTubes are available, it's that interactiveness
Interactiveness,
here that made the
Makes a lot of difference. Now, once it is triggered, you can read yourself, you will start.
Right, you pick up a little bit more. But having this discussion, this is what I've been thinking, right, is that I told you about this. This idea is, we have priests, but we don't have chaplains who describe help life.
No, one of the biggest problem is people don't understand what they are chanting.
That's right.
Ekachame, 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 trishyastame, trishyastame, panchachame, panchame, saptame, 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 navachame, navachame, ekadashame, ekadashame, trayodashame, trayodashame, panchadashame. What does it mean? But if you can take it to your children saying that it's only arithmetic progression. What is arithmetic progression? Ekachame, trishyastame, panchachame, saptachame, navachame, ekadashachame, trayodashachame. Arithmetic progression only. Some God doesn't like arithmetic progression, take geometric progression. Ekamcha, dashamcha, dashamcha, shatamcha, shatamcha, sahasramcha, ayutamcha, ayutamcha, prayutamcha, niyutamcha, vaidamcha, kavitamcha. It goes ekamcha, dashamcha, shatam, 100, sahasram, ayudam, prayudam, kavidam, it goes up to 10 power 57. But I don't know how many priests understand this is numbers only, nothing else. If you understand that, I am sure children will, oh, this is it. My tradition is great, no? Correct?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was ready for Gita. Yeah.
Now you are ready, huh? Minimum 2 Gita you are ready.
I used to think
At least you're starting point.
it's one of those things that actually I've seen so many people who do this or listen. Their desire is so, they are very
Dispassionate.
yes. To me, that was a state of mind that I don't think I wanted to get into. But when I listened to him or to you, I'm like thinking that's truly not what Gita is saying.
Devotion to
And I got introduced to this because I was opening the temple on the first day.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm thinking, okay, well, let me listen, and I got hooked onto it. But otherwise, if somebody else says there's a Gita class, I would be one of them saying, I don't want to go.
No, many people, that's a problem because they heard many people, it's so sophisticated, so confusing. It is not my cup of tea. That's what they thought.
Not only that, I think it is one of those which you want to have some fire in life, but if you're going to be one of those who are like killed, everything is killed, you are just not desired, that is a very
No, it's not for
humble
them.
existence.
It's really to make you active and energetic and do everything with the full devotion. Devotion is not the end. It is actually making you to be active.
Well, you got part active.
I agree. I never touched Gita because my dad once told me that if you read Gita, you will become sannyasi.
Same thing.
That's why you want a sannyasi or yogi?
Now I'm trying to be devotional in everything.
Daddy is 100% sure he will never go to yogi.
So we received the audio of the 6th chapter, right? So do we have audio of the 18 chapters audio available? And
Every full one, the same person. Clipped, chanting by many people. I can put you. All of you. Audio, what I have done is I have taken from the YouTube and downloaded MP3 and shared.
oh, in your website?
No, in the group. In the group I shared because 6th chapter I am teaching. I thought let them listen.
Oh, okay.
Seeing will not happen. So the audio I picked it up and then posted.
Just today?
Before starting,
Yeah.
2 weeks back.
And when I started this news, I thought I'll start this one and
That's what I did.
time I'm here.
So that's how I popularized.
I'm going to
Chapter 6?
Yeah.
Oh, this is not yours, it's somebody else.
It is somebody else. It's already there. They sing much better than me. So
What
I did
chapter
this.
is that?
There is 6th one.
6th chapter.
I can do other chapters also. I can give you the.
And you
Yeah.
go there and
I'll see you this evening.
And I got this book 2 years back and I touched it first time.
Good.
Thank you.